internet, what is really, 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 really good? You know it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to welcome you guys back to installment number 3 of Triple the God Speaks On. There were only supposed to be 2. I swear, it was supposed to be, you know how I feel about G.O.D versus Okada. You know that information. You know how bewildered and confused I am about the many finishes of WWE Backlash. However, I just went downstairs for 10 minutes to get something to eat and put my clothes in the washing machine. And then when I get my happy ass back upstairs, I have a piece of information waiting for me in my inbox. Shout out to my boy Local Man Saves Anime on YouTube for hitting me to this news, because I probably would have did a Triple the Guy Speaks On as soon as I found out this information, but he sat up here and showed me all the goodness, and I'm sitting up here like, yeah. You might be wondering where the hype coming from. You might be wondering. So, you've already read the title, but I guess in this scheme of things, let me explain myself. Alright. You know, Great Power Colosseum come out on the 21st. It was supposed to come out on the 7th. It got delayed 2 weeks. I found this out like when my game didn't show up this weekend. So the game come out on the 21st. Sometime in November, Extreme Butoden and Great Power Colosseum will both get an update. And you can cross-fight characters from one game to another. I will say this in my calm voice. This isn't unheard of. You got the Jump, Superstars, Ultimate Games, and whatever, and all those games. Of course, you got one of the best games ever in Battle Stadium DON. But this right here, this is next level shit. And I will explain to you why it is. Because from a meta game standpoint, that's what I'm getting at here. We're not even talking about the hype of, One Piece versus Dragon Ball in a fighting game made by Arc System Works, but we are. Is that I'm looking at the picture that I got sent, and I'm trying to dichotomize what it is that I'm looking at. And it's Goku, and it's Luffy. Okay. The thing is, from this picture, there is no bar under Goku. So I have no idea what that means. So I wonder, will it be, is that, what rules would a cross fight be decided under? Because we talked about this in my review / note / whatever that was, when I talked about my experiences with the Great Power Colosseum demo, is how different the games are and how the changes made to the One Piece game make it more faithful to the source material that they're working with versus how nuts Dragon Ball Extreme Butoden is. So you have to wonder, what does this mean for how grand points work if you contested things under the One Piece system? What does this mean for Dragon Power if you take One Piece characters and then use the Extreme Butoden stuff to determine that stuff at a very low metagame level? I have no clue what this means, and no one will know until we get our hands on this. So I don't know if this means ultimately, in some grand magical scheme of things, that Great Power Colosseum is coming to America. You would assume it would, because I assume that Extreme Butoden did decent, even though they haven't updated the game for because the update that America and Europe got was the 1.10 was equivalent to the 1.40 update, even though Extreme Butoden in Japan has a 1.50 update that even adds even more people. I also don't know what that means with the current going on in Super, and I won't go into that because I don't even watch that show, but there are enough pieces of information to just what that means and what that could mean for a sequel for Extreme Butoden, or what this means for this crossover fight that is happening. You sit up here and you question now, if you had the Dragon Ball and you got the One Piece, when does your Naruto come at this point? Will it even be a Naruto game? Because hell, the information came out last night that the Road to Boruto DLC pack or whatever is coming for Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. So I guess, excuse me, in a minute, no one can charge $50 for some DLC that's going to be on the damn disc now. Well, we actually don't know that information quite yet, but that's what I'm assuming it means. This is next level, mind-blowing, changing shit. From a fan standpoint, from a metagame standpoint, I have more questions and I have no answers. I have no answers to give. I am just flabbergasted, in awe, like holy shit, this is happening, and I wish I had more, but all I have is this information, and all I have to go on is the information that I'm given. This is going to be amazing. And I will have all the information you need as this stuff comes out. So expect more from me as this drops, because, again, from a fan standpoint, this is amazing, because this could mean myriads of things for the future of that game engine. I'm like I say, ultimately, I just want them to just start throwing guest characters as DLC in these games and just being done with it. Just put Ichigo's son in there and Rukia's daughter, even though we don't like them or we're not supposed to, because the ending to Bleach was fucking stupid. I don't know. I do know I want this. And I want this to work, be successful, for these games to keep doing that. But I do also wonder, what does that mean for the future of Extreme Butoden? Because that's the other question. Because again, I briefly talked about the stuff that's going on in Super and things like that. There are things that our System Works could do to do a big game update and add new characters. Especially given, like I said, especially given what's going on with Super. But I honestly think the game needs a sequel to overhaul the issues when it comes to diversity of characters. Because again, you got Super Saiyan versions of playable characters when there should just be a transformation command. See, something Super Dragon Ball Z got correct. You should play Super Dragon Ball Z. I say that all the time, and I mean what I say, but however, I honestly think that the work that could go into putting more characters in Extreme Butoden could be better served as a sequel that does what Extreme Butoden did, but better. And like I said, one of those things that I disagree with is having different forms for characters when it could just be one character, and then you have transformation command, just like the Budokai games always did. So this is going to be an interesting thing to look at, to be a part of, because this is amazing. I really, really hope that Great Power Colosseum comes to America, because streets need this. Like I said, I have the Japanese version of Extreme Butoden, and I am going to own Great Power Colosseum, so I'm not a person who will be left out of this mumbo jumbo when it's over. But for those who don't want to import a damn video game or go through the work of having a system that plays import games when it comes to doing homebrew and all that old crazy shit, I really hope that Bandai Namco of America give this game a chance, and for all my Europe people too. I hope y'all get it too. This is insane. Insanity. And like I said, there are a lot of questions that I don't have answers to. And I'm hoping between now and November, when these updates drop, I will have the answers. And I will be able to break this down in a metagame way to where it makes sense. Because we gonna have what? A good 2 months to get really deep into what Grand Power Colosseum brings to the table. So we'll see. But that's it. That's all. I wasn't gonna hold you hostage all day. Again, shout out to my homie local man Says Anime who like, yo, what the hell do you think about this? Now you know. I'm bewildered, confused, excited. I want this. So I will be keeping my eye on this information as much as I possibly can. And we'll see what comes of this. If, like I said, if we get to a point to where guest characters start showing up and that turns into a jump fighting game, that's where I think this should go. At a minimum, we need at least a Bleach game and we need a Naruto game. My Hero Academia is fine. Demps is doing them. I wouldn't be surprised to see a sequel for Battlefall sometime next year when the manga gets further out or whatever, or when the anime starts up again or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see. With that being said, I'm going to turn this into a video. You can watch it and hear me freaking out about this news because I am genuinely excited for this. Very, very excited. That was my excited voice. If you didn't guess that. But yo, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. You know who it is. It's the one and the only, the Triple the G.O.D. That is me. This is another installment of Triple the God Speaks On. And with that, I will holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.